Hey everyone, it's me back on the video screen. I thought about it this morning whether I wanted to write a blog or maybe try another video blog. And so I pulled out the old webcam and here I go. Um, it's been a wild, the last 3 weeks of my life have just been absolutely crazy. Like batshit crazy, like absolutely nuts. So the wedding, and all the planning that went into that. Right after that, going to Jamaica for the honeymoon, and I'm just having the time of my life, between the wedding and the honeymoon. And then coming back to Milwaukee and finding out that my cancer had come back for a fifth time. It's a whole hand of cancer. That's a lot. So it's been a really, really rough roller coaster of emotion, and I sometimes I don't even know how I get through the days, but you just do, you just do. Um, Carrie, she's been a rock there by my side, along with all my other friends and family that have been supporting me throughout all this. Without you guys, there's no way still be here today. So thank you all for that. I mean, it really means everything to me. Um, but anyway, so how have things been going? Um, well, they wanted to try me. They wanted to start me on a chemotherapy trial, which is a phase 3 study. I can't remember what the name of it was. Oh, L.I.F.E. And I actually got disapproved for that study because I've had cancer too many times. Go figure. So instead, they put me on a chemo regimen called CLAG, C-L-A-G, and it's a mix of two chemos. The first one is cladribine, and the second one is Ara-C or cytarabine. That's like the cytarabine is like the one drug that they almost give all leukemia patients across the board. But I have had some issues with cytarabine in the past, in that I believe one bout of cancer, I actually had more cancer in me after cytarabine than I did before they gave it to me. So it actually proved to be completely ineffective. But I guess with the cladribine and cytarabine, they work kind of symbiotic relationship, and I don't know. So given that, let's see. Looking at the calendar behind there. Well, I can't see it. So I'm done with 3 days of chemo. Have been completed. I'm currently receiving. This would be my 7th bag of chemo. I'll get my 8th later this afternoon. Today's Monday. And then I'll get 2 more bags of chemo tomorrow, Tuesday. And then it sounds like they might let me go home to, during that long period of, hair falling out, and you just need to, you kind of live in like a bubble for a while. Just stay safe, stay clean, eat healthy, cook your foods all the way through, and so on and so forth. So that's where I'm at. I'm kind of psyched to get out of here, because it's not very common for me to be able to go home after these bouts of chemo, these chemo treatments. And then after I've recovered at home for a little while, what they want to see happen is they want to see all my counts come back up again. Because right now I have like 0 white blood cells, 0 platelets. Everything's at the bottom. I've got nothing flowing through my veins right now. So, but over time, you're going to start to see that go up and up and up. And around day 28, so day 1 would be the very first day they give me chemo. Day 28, they'll do another bone marrow biopsy to gauge where I am. How good did the chemotherapies do? Did we get any? Did we get it all? Did we just get some? and there's a different response to whatever, you know, whatever happens. So if I end up having more cancer present in 28 days, then they're going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out. We'll be in big trouble if I've got. I'm already in big trouble, but we'll really big trouble if I've got more. I'll be in a lot bigger trouble if. Yeah, that was a nurse just trying to walk in. Sorry, kind of schlubbed her off there. Actually, I think it was a doctor. I was like, no, 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 come back later. These people are more important right now. I don't get to talk to you guys all that much. Anyway, so if I've got more cancer after the chemo, then they'll have to change things up big time. If I have less, it seems to be working, then they'll probably repeat the exact same thing over again. I'll be in for 5 or 6 days of chemo and do the whole thing again. It'll probably be another 28 days essentially. And then the third and the best scenario is remission. They go in your bone marrow biopsy, in your bone marrow. They can't find any evidence of leukemia, none in your blood. And once that happens, then they can move on with the next steps. Now, before I go on any further, I just want to make it clear that my doctor, my primary oncologist, came and talked to me this morning, and he informed me that this is just the blood results. This isn't the bone marrow. The bone marrow is really the true source of, the data as far as how much leukemia I have. But it is present in the blood as well, of course. When I first came in, about 50%, that's 50% of my cells were leukemic in my blood. As of this morning, it was 9. So it's definitely working in my blood. Now, whether or not that means it's working in the bone marrow, it's anybody's guess. We need to wait for that day 28. Anyway, moving back, I kind of got a little off track. So once they get me into that remission, where they can't find any anymore, they're going to do something crazy. I don't know what yet, though. They have to do something crazy. I can't keep doing this. I've said this 4 other times now. I don't know how I've done it. I don't know how I'm talking to you right now, but I am. What the doctors do know is that if this keeps happening, I won't be talking to you anymore, and I won't be having these conversations. And that's not a very fun place to be. So what they'll do, I don't really know yet. It sounds like he might have a few tricks, I don't want to call them tricks, but some high risk, very high risk with high reward if it works, kind of stuff. The most likely scenario is probably going to be a third stem cell transplant from an unrelated donor. He was talking about doing a half-match transplant from maybe my brother Steve or even my father, he said. So I was like, that'd be really risky because you're messing with HLA typing there that's pretty deep. But anyway, whatever it is, it's not going to happen until after I get into a remission. So everyone, please pray. Cross your fingers. Whatever you do, that remission is all I want is remission. That's it. The only thing in the world. So from me to you, thank you all. I love you all. Glad to be sitting in front of the camera here, blabbering away and all that jazz. So everyone have yourselves a great August 1st, and we'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.